There's two things people own. One is a home, and one is a job. And everything else they service. So when you go to the gym, that's a service. When you buy food, that's a service. All the other things are service commodities. But they own their home and they own their job. But everything else is all about being a service and being an experience. So what the best guys do, and you take Apple or you take Starbucks, you take some of these most successful companies, they really drill down on how to make their service more of an experience. Based on what COVID has done, and we all know that, it's changed people's behaviors, it's changed people's, the way they look at things. Time becomes more of a commodity now. Everybody's kind of demanding a different type of experience, and it made people really think about how they do things and how they purchase things, and they're doing more stuff online, but they're also, they're kind of expecting a way better experience than they used to, especially with car buying. You take a look at Disneyland, for instance. They've mastered this experience where people pay this huge amount of money to come in, get on a ride, while they're waiting 2 hours, and they're happy, right? There's other amusement parks. You guys been to Wonderland in Toronto? Think about the difference between Wonderland and Disney. Do you think people want to wait 2 hours in line at Wonderland? Probably not. It's a completely different experience. I was at Starbucks this morning, and this really triggers those of you that like Starbucks. But what did Starbucks figure out? They figured out this sort of different experience, this sort of different sort of culture that they were going to try and serve people. They make you wait in line on purpose, in case you didn't figure it out, because that's part of the experience. You can have 10 different ways of ordering it, maybe 100 different combinations. You want oat milk, you want almond milk, you want 2 pumps of this, you want butterscotch in there, you want this, you want whipped cream, you want this. Then you wait in line, and then they put a little star or something on your thing. And then when you leave there, it's kind of like, I got the cup right here. I wanted to use it as a prop. Well, hey, I'm walking to work, I got a Starbucks. That was kind of my experience, right? Here it is. I went through that whole experience this morning to start my day. So when we think about this, we think about these big companies that are doing these experiences, then we have to kind of pivot and drill down on what are we doing? Because they can go anywhere and buy a car, So what's our experiences? How do we respond to them when they're looking at one of our used cars online? How do we respond to them on our emails? How's our greeting? What kind of wow factor do we have that we give them?